Hi everybody, it's Gene, and today I'm going to do my top 10 Beatle songs, my favorites. And I've watched a few videos, especially me and Mr. Mayo, Joe, and it inspired me to come up with my top 10. And it'll probably be a little bit different than other people's, but just the 10 that I like the most. And it's hard to pick just 10. There's some that since I made this list I've thought, well, maybe I should have added this or that, so I don't know. But like Joe, my number one is my number one. The other 9, you can move them around, no particular order. And so these are just the 10 that I like the most. So we'll get started here. And here we go. This is my import of Please Please Me. And the other side. So anyway, number 10 is There's a Place. I love that song. The harmonica, I love the harmonica. I wish John would have used it more than he did. I love the songs that he did. Love the harmonica. The harmonies are great between him and Paul, and I just love it. And the way they sing the song, There's a Place, it's like, I love it. And drumming's really good. I just love There's a Place. And it's my number 10. Okay. Number 9 is from Sgt. Pepper. And it's kind of, the sun's glowing. Well, you know what I mean here. I got these in plastic. When I first heard the Sgt. Pepper album, my first listen, I got it on Apple. When I first listened to Sgt. Pepper, I didn't really care for it much. And it took me a while to really like it. But the one song that stuck out in the beginning, the first time I heard it, was Lovely Rita. Love the piano. I love a piano in a song. I love that. Paul's vocals are really good. Some of the lyrics, like sitting on the sofa with a sister or two. Some of the lyrics are, kind of funny. But when I first heard Sgt. Pepper, that's the only song that I really liked from the beginning. Even A Day in the Life, it took me a while to get to love it. But since then, I love the whole album, but I've always got a soft spot for Lovely Rita. That's my number 9 from Sgt. Pepper. Alright, number 8, and this could have been way higher. Like I said, these other 9, they're not in any order. And this is my Revolver. This is the US version. And unlike Sgt. Pepper, when I first heard this one, the first time I loved it, pretty much everything on it, my first listen. But of course, what's the best song on this album? Most people say Tomorrow Never Knows. Exactly. And love that song. I don't know what to say about it. What can I say? It's a masterpiece. The lyrics, the way it sounds, the way he sings it, turn off your mind, relax, and float downstream. It's like you just, sometimes when you're stressed out, you can think of that. It's like, turn off your mind, relax, and, it's like, it kind of, it's just, I don't know what to say. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's a masterpiece. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to describe it. It's just amazing. And I loved it from the very beginning, and I still love it now. So it's number 8. Tomorrow Never Knows. Alright, number 7. I got the US albums because that's what I grew up with. Didn't know about the British releases till later on. And so number 7 is Are you ready? You Can't Do That. I love that song. I consider it what I call one of John's chip on his shoulder songs, where he's kind of got an attitude and, you know, tells it like it is, and like I said, it's like he has a chip on his shoulder. It's one of his songs with lyrics like that. That he did many of them, and I love them, like, you know, his chip on the shoulder songs, like I say. You know, like I'll Cry Instead, Run for Your Life. There's a lot of them. You know, in his solo career, you know, Give Me Some Truth and I'm Losing You. Those kind of songs where, you know, he just kind of, you know, has an attitude. You know, like I said, it's like he has a chip on his shoulder. But I love the harmonies, and, you know, the cowbell's cool. And oh, another one's Not a Second Time. I love that one. That could have made my top 10, Not a Second Time, and that's got a great piano in it. I love the piano. I said that before, I think. But You Can't Do That is number 7. Number 6, oops, it's from the White Album. And like I said, that this was the second album of the Beatles that I got, and it took me a while, like Sgt. Pepper, to like the album. You know, I didn't really care for it at first. But Everybody's Got Something to Hide, Except Me and My Monkey. Love it, love it, love it. The cowbell again, you know, the guitars at the end. I mean, it's just kicks ass, you know. I mean, the drums are great, the vocals, it's got so much energy. You know, if you need some energy, listen to that. It'll get you going. So, number 6, Everybody's Got Something to Hide, from the White Album. Alright, number 5. This will be one that I guess a lot of people wouldn't pick, but I did. It's from Meet the Beatles. There's that. I got it on Apple, but number 5 is Little Child. Love, 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 love Little Child. It's a fun song. The harmonica again, I love the harmonica. The piano, you know, those two instruments I love. It's got those. It's, you know, the way it's sung, you know, I'm so sad and lonely. You know, it's like just the way it was sung. It's just a fun song. I love it, love it. Number 5, Little Child. Alright, number 4, moving on here, is from Let It Be, and it's Two of Us. I was kind of torn. I love I've Got a Feeling, but I picked Two of Us for the top 10. I just love it. You know, the guitar is great, the lyrics, just the togetherness of Paul and John, or John and Paul, mainly Paul. But it's almost like it's kind of, you know, I don't know if it is. I've heard it is. I don't know. It's like a look back kind of at their relationship, and, you know, through the years. And at that point in time, it was really when they were moving apart. It seemed like, you know, this song, the two of them were really together, you know, as a duo, or, you know, as a group. And it's just, you know, Two of Us is just a really nice song. And, you know, Paul's solo, you know, the way he sings it, you know, and then I love John's whistling at the end, and I just love it. I just love Two of Us. And it's Two of Us is number 4. Number 3, I love this album, Beatles 6. And I love the cover of this. But this is a great album. Got a lot of great songs on it. But number 3 is Every Little Thing. Love the lyrics and the vocals. You know, the drums are interesting. Of course, piano again. at the time I first heard this album and that song, there was a girl that I liked that lived across the street from my grandfather's house, and I always, to this day, I still think of her when I hear that song. You know, it was kind of the way I felt about her, you know. And you know, it's a great love song, and just a great song in general, and kind of sounded a little different than what they had done, you know, in the past. This was kind of, I guess, leading into the Rubber Soul and the Revolver, you know, and they were kind of experimenting and doing different things, sounds and instruments, but I just love it. I love it. I can listen to it all the time. Every Little Thing is number 3. Number 2 is from this album, and there's Sasha. You can't see her. I Am The Walrus. No surprise there. I mean, like I've said before, this album was the first one that I listened to, the first one that I bought. Still have the same one that I bought in 1977. A friend of mine urged me to borrow his copy and listen to it, and I was like, oh, I don't want to. I wasn't into listening to albums at that time, and I thought, well, the Beatles are from the '60s, you know. But I thought, okay, I'll give it a shot. So, you know, it's one of the best things I ever did. I listened to it, and it blew me away. And I Am The Walrus. You know, what can you say about it? You know, it blew me away. It's a masterpiece. I'd never heard anything like I Am The Walrus up to that point, and I've always loved it. And it's, I don't know what to say. I just love it. Still do, always will. I Am The Walrus, number 2. And here we are, like Casey Kasem. Number 1, and I'll give you a hint, it's not Mr. Moonlight. So, number 1 is from this album. And Hey Bulldog. Number one. Everything about it I love. The piano, the bass, the vocals. You know, it's like, I love the, you know, John, you know, you can talk to me, you know, those parts. It's just so powerful. It's everything. Everything, you know, I don't know what to say. You know, I love Hey Bulldog. Number 1, really number 1. The other 9, you can move them around whichever way. But Hey Bulldog, number 1. That's my number 1 favorite Beatles song. So that's my top 10. I could think of other ones. Like I said, I've Got a Feeling. I'll Cry Instead, Not a Second Time, Helter Skelter, I Call Your Name. Those are just, you know, ones that just, I love those two. I just hard to not put those in the top 10. George, you know, I love George. None of his made my top 10, but I mean mine, I love that. But Old Brown Shoe is probably my favorite George Harrison song with the Beatles. As far as cover songs, my 2 favorites, Twist and Shout and Bad Boy. I didn't want to include those. Those 2 I could put in a top 10. I love Twist and Shout and Bad Boy, but I just, you know, wanted to do the originals. So there you have it. Let me know what you think. I know, you know, my list is probably a little different than other people's, but I've loved the Beatles now for 43 years, over 43 years. I've really been into them. So these are 10 that I could listen to all day. I'd never get tired of them. And so that's, you know, and like I said, I watched Joe's video and inspired me to do this. And if you don't know about his channel, check it out. I've loved his channel for years now, and I always enjoy seeing what his opinions are and everything, and all of his different type of videos. So anyway, that's about it. And let's see here. What do we got over here? Oh, we got Sasha. There's old Sasha. Yeah. I want everybody to say happy birthday to Sasha. Tomorrow is her 13th birthday. So, are you ready to be 13, Sasha? She don't care. I've had Sasha for 11 years almost, and tomorrow she's going to be 13, so if you could, just say happy birthday to Sasha. And I guess that's about all. Thanks for watching, and I appreciate it. And I enjoyed doing this video, as I kind of thought it'd be fun to do and put my 2 cents in. And I guess that's it. Thanks for everything. Leave me a comment and say happy birthday to Sasha. And I guess that's it. Thanks for watching.